Hi, welcome to the third installment of my video series, RedPillAfrica. In today's video, I'll be discussing the realities of how we can advance in the modern civilization. Without wasting much time, let's get started. Do you ever wonder why some places are developed and others are not? Especially places like Africa, which are endowed with a lot of natural resources. In my analysis is the failure of individuals, you and I, from transforming that has led to our places not being developed. The failure of individual transformation is equal to a sabotage of societal transformation. In my first book, The Fourth Heritage, I discussed about two groups of people that are advanced or developed in the modern age. The Protestant Europeans and wherever they've gone, and the Far East Asians. I quoted, "Some have argued that a Confucian work ethic gave East Asia the functional equivalent to a Protestant work ethic, a religious or psychological motivation to work hard." End of quote. It's fair to say that other people have also developed as long as they show the same work ethic. I'd like to discuss two defining characteristics about the developed peoples in today's modern world. One, for the Far East Asian societies, their collective psychology can be traced back to their ancient texts. For example, one of those texts, the great Chinese book, the Tao Te Ching, has a line which I would like to quote. The great master tells his student, "Failure is an opportunity. If you blame someone else, there is no end to your blame." End of quote. If you have observed the working habits of Far East Asians, one thing for sure is that they work very hard. Even if they've been colonized or conquered historically, they psychologically, culturally, don't spend a lot of energy complaining or blaming others. We Africans have to measure up and internalize a work ethic that is comparable instead of being eternal victims or finding very good reasons to blame other people. Two, the German Protestants were the first people who asserted that our preoccupation with a piece of work in the world is as important as spending a lot of time and effort in church business. However, since working in the world means a lot of hardship, blood and sweat, you will fall, you will go astray. The key is that however much you fall, you will always be forgiven. The psychology of forgiveness comes from the Bible, specifically that memorable line when Jesus is dying on the cross and he yells out, "Father, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing." Knowing and ever forgiving God has made people internalize a psychology of you should give someone a second chance. So people have internalized a psychology of forgiveness. And knowing that you will be forgiven in the world releases a lot of mental energies that allow you to feel free to go out, exploit, and dominate the world. The more I have internalized the moral of forgiveness, I know the more I have become a better human being. As an African, I've realized that our traditional cultures have failed to lead us to development because of our failure to get to a psychological depth that could bring about a work ethic equivalent to the Protestant work ethic or the Far East Asian work ethic. We look at Germany, US, Sweden, Taiwan, Singapore, and all these countries, and we attribute their development falsely to other things other than the work ethic. So, even if we must be good people who forgive those who have wronged us, and also we stop blaming others for our shortcomings, most importantly is we must internalize a work ethic that is fit for the modern era. The African existence in this modern civilization will be advanced and we shall be respectable only when our culture of working is comparable to the people who are defining the modern civilization. As an African, whether you're religious or not, a good person or not, do you have the necessary work ethic to produce long-lasting value in our economic affairs? If you've liked the message in this video and would like to support the channel, please subscribe, like the video, and share within your network. Thank you.